Welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to go all in on their business and connects them with professionals that can help them do it. Today we have Miss Allyson Taggart with the Taggart Agency, and she's going to share with us a little bit about her story and some of those skills that she's acquired over time. How you doing today, Allyson?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh no, thank you. We definitely appreciate you coming on today and sharing with us a little bit about what it is that you do. So, to waste no time, let's jump into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, perfect. Well, I am from Cleveland, Ohio,
Okay.
which is actually where I started in insurance
Hmm.
through Progressive, doing the commercial auto or truckers, long haul truckers. Super fun, loved it, and just was like, I think I'm ready to leave Cleveland, even though
Hmm.
I love it. It's my home. And decided to make a change and go to Atlanta. So that's what brought me here. My friend was a flight attendant, so we're flying everywhere and just landed here. And during that time, I had the idea like, okay, I'll take a little bit of a break from insurance. I was really set on continuing my education, so I started working for schools. So my thought was if they can pay for it and work in there, I can get my master's and do it that way. And I did, and it was awesome. And I was kind of had my sights set on HR. And during that process, insurance was always kind of in the background. I loved it. Kept working for the schools though. Paul Mitchell, loved it. And I was just around all these entrepreneurs because that's what cosmetology is, right? You're building your business, salon owners, or just working behind the chair. And it was really, I just loved it. And I'm like, what can I do where I can move into that entrepreneur side? But I have no creative, no way could I do cosmetology, but insurance. So I decided to circle back to that and started having my eye on okay, again, do I want to just work for an agency or have my own? And I'm like, no, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go the whole way. So I looked at a couple different companies and fell in love with farmers because it allows you to be your own business. So it's Taggart Agency, it's mine. I can write farmers, I can write other carriers, but every decision comes down to me as the agency owner. So that's how I landed here, and it's been about going on 2 years. So maybe that first year, whew.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Now I can relax a little bit, but still growing. So it's been awesome, and that's what got here today. So
Okay, cool. Now, I want to dive into some of the services that you provide. So, are you doing just residential, commercial, or what forms of insurance are you providing?
yes, so we do everything. Not yet for healthcare, but we do homes, it's kind of the traditional home auto. We do a lot of commercial, life insurance, pets.
Oh,
I feel like house flipping's been huge, so we have a lot of clients that do that, or house rentals. So we really gear it to once you're with us, how your life changes, we can help insure you, and definitely throughout your whole life process.
okay. Well, excellent, excellent. Now, with it today, with this podcast, we try to help our entrepreneurs get unstuck. We know, like you said, in the beginning, it's very challenging. And a lot of times, those business owners get stuck and stop and then revert back to whatever it is that they were doing with that umbrella over them. Now, it's different when you're an entrepreneur. Remove the umbrella, and you have to take on whatever it is. What skill would you say that you have acquired over time that you would like to share with the audience that could help them with their business?
Yes, and I love the umbrella analogy, by the way. We do that as well. Yes, I think definitely a couple of things. You've got to be flexible and you have to keep up with what's current and be innovative. Definitely, whether it's your marketing, of course, social media is huge. Getting out there for a while, we couldn't with COVID. So having to do kind of make those shifts. So really being innovative, keeping up with the times, paying attention to trends, and then also really knowing what your client or your audience wants. Because a lot of times we have ideas about, you know, reading different things and all of that, but really getting in and talking to them, meeting with them, hearing what they want. For example, now when I talk to clients, the main thing is, oh, it's so good to talk to you, or thank you for calling me back. People don't call back anymore because everything is so much online, texting, things like that, which we do a lot of, but also knowing that, hey, there's still that need. We need to be interactive with our clients for sure. So, really keeping up with the times, but also really staying client focused, whoever your clientele base is.
Okay. Okay. So it seems like you're helping businesses to build a better relationship with their clients by staying connected. Is that what you're saying you do?
Yes,
Okay.
and definitely depending on what realm you are within the business. So, as an agency owner, I'm very involved. So, I will take your payments. I'm going to check in. I'm going to call you and tell you happy birthday. It takes a lot of time, but it sets the tone for my team. But that also lets them know that I'm available.
Okay.
And so, it also helps me to know what they need and kind of stay up to date with everything.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Communication with your clients is important. We know that all the time they're receiving sales calls from other places. What would be another way of staying in front of that client and building that relationship that you would share with the audience?
Yes, definitely supporting them however I can. So we do a lot with other businesses. So we like to support their business, feature them on social media, promote them to other clients, really kind of keeping that circle and promoting them, checking in with them in that way,
Hmm.
and really, paying it forward in that aspect as well. And then also for clients, being available for other things that they need. So maybe I need a tree removal or I need that health insurance or things like that. So we can still be that go to for other things that they need. And it really helps build the trust and makes their lives easier. So,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense based off what you're sharing. Not only do you provide those insurance coverages, you're also a connector for those businesses.
right.
Okay, okay, yeah, that is another way to stay connected with the clients. We found the same thing where bringing additional value is truly important outside of that business solution because it allows that tension wall to come down and that trust level to come up. So that's excellent advice that you would share, with the audience today. Tell me a little bit about how you see that helping you in the future.
Yes, so definitely it helps just with the growth process. Really, in this type of business, well, I think business in general, it's relationship building. You want the referrals, you want your name out there. So by connecting with the clients, helping them with other aspects, being that connector, then ideally in the future they'll stay with us forever. But then, as their kids get older and they're driving or they're having businesses, it just kind of keeps funneling there in the future to just really help that continued growth. As it really is about planting the seed, of course. In the insurance industry, we have kind of the hunter and the grower scenario, where you might do some quick, someone calls in, wants insurance, it's quick, easy. But a lot of it is also planting that seed, checking in with them, how things are going. And when you do that, and that's really how I structure my agency, is really that planting that seed growth aspect. Then it just continues to develop and develop from there.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Now, staying on the topic of future, you are one agent, one office right now?
Yes, so it's one office, and I have three producers. So we're small, but definitely that's another reason why growth is
Hmm. Hmm.
really important right now for us.
What do you see the future of your business being? Do you see yourself spreading offices throughout Georgia, throughout the nation? Tell us a little bit about your idea of what your future looks like.
Yes, so that is definitely the goal, to have multiple locations in Georgia, so that we're accessible. and then continuing it throughout the U.S. So previously I was licensed in all 50 states. So I'm getting that process back up and going. So that's the goal, to be able to have multiple locations, multiple states, and then also growing the staff. It's awesome because even though we are so small, we got acknowledged as one of the top in Georgia for commercial insurance. So that was awesome. And that's another goal, is to keep getting some of more of those
Mm-hmm.
under the belt. I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to be the top in life, personal lines, that deal.
Nice, nice. I can't wait till you get that first office back in Cleveland.
Yes.
So everybody will be like, you'll be like, hey,
I'm
I'm back. Yeah, so I'm
home.
back. I told y'all I was going out here to be a star. That's
Exactly.
awesome. That's awesome. I definitely appreciate that. So let's just fast forward and say that you have all of those offices all across the country, one on each corner, and everything is just rocking and rolling. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you would do outside of work.
Yes, well, definitely I would use that as an excuse to travel. I feel like that's what everyone says, but I love it. I
Hmm.
love traveling. I love experiencing new places, do different things. I'd also like to pay it forward, maybe write a book or something.
Okay.
Just I like the idea of a legacy, something on paper that can just kind of stand the test of time. And then honestly, I'd probably still travel around in my different locations.
Okay. Have you ever written anything before? You write poems or you write stories now, or is that a hobby that you had in the past?
In the past, even now, I something about putting pen to paper. So I would just kind of write a little journal. I did a creative writing class in college, so writing has been a way just to kind of express. Now it's more so the daily list,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
but there's something about that.
That's
Yeah.
another good thing to share, with the business owners that are out there. I've always said to the sales reps here, if you write it down, it becomes real at that time, not just with your daily tasks, but your goals and things like that. So I definitely appreciate you highlighting that and saying, write it down, because any other time it's just an idea in your brain, and we have a million of those every second. But once you write it down, it becomes real. So I definitely appreciate you saying that part of things. Now, with yourself, at one point, you were in the cosmetology, you were trying to figure out, okay, what's next and what it is that I'm going to do. And you made the decision to burn your ship and go all in on your business. Um, what would you say to the audience on why they should do the same?
Yes. Well, for me, it was wonderful because one of my friends, I was talking to him about it, and he really put it in a clear picture for me. And he said, you just have to ask yourself where you are now. You have that stability, you know what checks coming in and when. Are you okay being there, being comfortable? Is that more important to you, or is it more important to take the risk, not have any limit, have more of the control? What's going to have you sleep at night? And as soon as he said that, I have to leave, because even if it just blew up in my face, I had to take that chance. And I think that's really a great question to ask yourself to make sure that you're ready. I had a friend that was looking into entrepreneurship, and it helped her make her realize that she wasn't ready. So, but definitely just making sure that, hey, sky's the limit. And if you're like, I don't really know if I want to do it, it's probably not the time, because you'll know.
Okay, okay. Well, excellent. Well, of course, we want this podcast to help these entrepreneurs get over the hump, but we also want, the people that come on to share their stories to get value out of it as well. Tell us who you're looking to get in front of. Tell us what that client looks like, and then tell us what that referral partner looks like so we can keep an eye out for them.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. The perfect client for me is someone that is just looking for, whether it's, hey, I've, don't have a business, but I've been in my home 30 years, but maybe not know about the coverages. I really want someone that is open to really building that relationship. How can we help you on multiple aspects? So definitely the target client would be the neighbor next door, and also the business owner.
Okay, that's a good deal. Tell us a little bit about that referral partner. And what I mean is for us, uh, CPAs are good because they have the trust of that
Yes.
business owner, and they say, hey, we help you with your tax stuff. Here's a gentleman that can help you save money on your credit card processing. What does that referral partner look like for yourself?
Sure. So definitely insurance, real estate agents, mortgage lenders, will get you to the table faster, get everything worked out quicker. And then definitely small business owners are great referral partners for us because, of course, we can help them, but they typically know other business owners and can kind of keep building from there. And I love being able to support each other and spotlight each other.
Excellent, excellent. Now tell us how those target clients and those referral partners, how can they get in contact with you?
Yes, so definitely they can email me. We're on all social media though, Taggart Agency, and also a Taggart at farmersagent.com
Okay, okay.
is my email. And then I'm a big person. Call me on my cell, 404-822-1597.
Okay, tell us the correct spelling of it.
Yes, thank you. So it's Taggart.
Okay.
So Taggart Agency on all social media, and then also our website. You can just Google Allyson Taggart.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Now, with this podcast, we appreciate you coming on and sharing that your ideas of how businesses can grow, some of the ideas that the entrepreneurs can take on to get unstuck and continue to flow forward. So we like to always give you the last word. So it can be one of those poems you wrote, a quote. What would you like to share with the audience as your last word?
Yes, thank you. I would say definitely if you're making the leap, uh, don't stop. It gets hard. There's days where you'll wake up like, why am I doing this? It's okay. Check in with yourself, but you've got this. You got to keep going, keep your head down, and it'll come.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on today, Allison. Of course, if we can help you in any way, please let us know. And to the audience out there, if she shared something with you that you believe can help you, reach out to her. I'm pretty sure she is willing to talk with you and help you to grow as well. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. All right.